Hey Vector family, it's Luke Leasing here again from the Vector Algorithmics team. Today I'm joined by another Luke. How are you today, my friend?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Doing blessed. It's a Monday. Overall, the month so far here in November has been great. Before we get into the good stuff, Luke, why don't you tell our listeners what you do for work and how that balances with your trading lifestyle and your algo trading lifestyle?
Yeah, I currently work in finance and accounting, and I'm an investment analyst and a bookkeeper for our family investment company. And my day-to-day looks like looking at fund investments for private credit or real estate, and then also maintaining the books and working with our CPA. And then how that looks like with Vector and investing. It's pretty much a set it and forget it. I wake up, turn it on before work, and pretty much just keep it running in the background on my computer. I work from home, so um, I'm just able to constantly kind of monitor the trade if I need to. But for the most part, it's just hands off. I kind of like to be in the know of like, is the trade winning or is it losing? If I get bored in the day or something like that, I like to check in on it. So. Um, Yeah, relatively hands off. You can run it how you want to, but I just like to be involved and kind of know what's happening. But 99% of the time, I'm not touching the vector algorithmics algorithm. Just let it run.
Fair. And even just to begin with, like what was your mindset or even your thoughts just going into joining Vector? Like when you're speaking with our account executives, like were you a bit more skeptical or did you have a good understanding of trading already? Like what was your thought process as well, just even getting into Vector?
Yeah, I had zero experience in futures trading. At the time, I was looking, this was June 6th of 25, when I joined. And I was looking for some sort of side hustle, some extra money on the side. And but going in, I really just had an authentic conversation with the account executive, Aaron, and he was able to give his own testimony about Vector and his experience, and also the guarantee of passing um, five PA counts on a prop firm, which I didn't know what prop firm was at the moment, but quickly got familiar and acclimated, kind of got my first payout, and that really increased um, my belief and my trust in Vector and the world of prop firms. And yeah, just blessed to figure out that this exists and kind of seems too good to be true, but it definitely definitely is true for sure. And I love that I found it and that I stumbled upon it. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. You and I were just chatting and we actually took a look at your balances from June 6th until now that we're here in mid-November 2025. Um, we totaled it to just shy of 32,000. I think we came up to 31,800. Um, of that 31,800, roughly how much have you actually secured in payouts, like actual cash in the bank? Because I know you can't, I know you didn't, and nor can you withdraw the whole amount. Like, how much have you actually secured in cash in the bank?
Yeah, so at the moment I have secured 6,000 like into my checking account, and that's been pretty awesome. I'm on an exponential ramp at the moment because I just bought more um more PA accounts with Apex Prop Firm. So I expect within the next few months the payouts to continue to just ramp. That's pretty much been my journey so far in terms of payouts, and I'm confident it's going to be a lot more in the future. Um,
Yeah.
the trajectory that I'm on, it's going to be a lot greater.
Awesome, man. And obviously, with that $31,000 that you made in the last couple of months in total profit, it wasn't only an upwards trajectory. For example, like even on our YouTube channel, we were very honest about September and how we had a losing month in September. So you as someone that is doing well in our program, what would you say, like what goes on through your mind when you go through a month like September and you see some drawdowns, you see some losses, like what goes through your mind? Like how do you stomach those losses?
Yeah, I think it really boils down to running the settings that are recommended by Vector's team and just not over risking. Because over the long run, like these strategies that Vector has are profitable strategies and they make money. So through those months that are somewhat bad weather, if you just run the recommended strategies, which is what I did during September, I was able to keep all my PA accounts, not break the trailing drawdown. So I was within $1,000 of on the PA account on the 50,000 PA $50,000 PA accounts that I have. I was within $1,000 of not breaking the drawdown still, even on a bad month. So um, just running smart risk settings is pretty much everything, and just letting the strategy do its thing over time. And if you do that, it's going to be profitable for you in the long run. It's definitely a long-term game for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome, brother. And then one last question, just so we can shed some light and maybe give some wisdom to some newer traders. But for anyone that wants to get started in this game, because you're fairly new to trading still, right? And
Mhm.
you're doing very well for yourself. What's like a piece of advice you would give to someone maybe that's new, or maybe someone that's been in the game for quite some time, but maybe they haven't had that breakthrough moment, or maybe they're struggling, or maybe they're still trying to perfect that one risk management setup. Like, what's your piece of advice to anyone maybe that just wants to see that breakthrough in trading?
In terms of the algorithm or just trading in general?
Sure, sure. Trading in general, like, because one thing that really stood out to me is just whenever I saw you in our general chats in Discord, um, there wasn't ever single like there was never a single ounce of doubt. You were always very level-headed, and to me, like those type of traders stand out because that means you understand the game, you understand the numbers, you understand the long-term vision. So that kind of stuff stands out to me. So I guess in general, like for anyone in investing, anyone that wants to set aside some capital to grow it over the course of the next couple of years or get started in prop trading, like just in this kind of game, what's one piece of advice you'd give to anyone that wants to succeed and last in this type of game?
Yeah, for the newcomer, I would say um, this is definitely a very lucrative investment. Over like it over time, it's gonna, you know, make you very successful, I think, in terms of the long run. And to the new trader, I would say it's a great investment. Also, I believe in diversification as well, so it's smart to have, diversified portfolios and and not just be like 100% into an algorithm. Some people are, and that's fine. That's just their own choice. But um, I would definitely say like an algorithm for a beginner, especially this one, Vectors, is truly an amazing algorithm. I'm so blessed I stumbled upon it and now part of this awesome trading community. And for the um, more experienced long-term traders who have been trading for, 10 plus years, 20 plus years, I would say like also give Vector a try. I mean, algorithms were completely new to me going into this, and I didn't know anything about algorithms, but Vector has one that is uh, top of its game, and definitely great company, great values, and they're not out there to screw you; they're there to help you. So um, just get in there and then trust. I would also say for both of those traders, both new traders don't know anything about trading, and the traders that have years of experience, just trust the process of Vector and trust the algorithms that they've built and run appropriate risk settings. Would be kind of my 2 cents of advice now being here for 5 months. I know for sure that, you know, over risking one day or changing up these strategies constantly is a pretty bad idea. Unless you're just, I don't know, you can do that, but I don't recommend from my personal experience. We do have some manual traders in the group, so if you're really experienced with that, I would say in addition to the algorithm, running, manual trades on the side could be beneficial, but other than that, just trust the process.
That's it, brother. It's as simple as that. So, yeah. Luke,
Yeah.
man, I appreciate your time, brother. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and thank you for that piece of advice, man. Looking forward to maybe doing another interview in a year from now. Maybe we're not sitting on 30 grand, maybe we're sitting on 30 G's a month. But yeah, man, let's do it.
Yep, for sure.
All right, brother.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.